Nope, I'm not muted. I don't think. Can you hear me? I am not. I'm just playing around. I was I just came on here to play around. Okay. I'm in the dark. Let me get somewhere where I got light. Okay. Hey. So hey, Vic to the bell. I said what I said. I'm just on here because it's late at night and I wanted to play around with this laptop. And today is officially my birthday. So I decided I'd come on here and mess around for a few minutes. I saw something really funny. um, let's see here. If I could remember how to do this. This is the first time. I am going live since last week. I feel a little bit better. So I decided why not? Thank you. Thank you. I saw something funny and it was on phone calls from prison where Nesto is going to be the magic man. So I started playing that phone call and I said, well, since I have nothing better to do, let me get on here and play for a minute and see who's up from prison and get into this nonsense that Nesto was talking about. Oh my gosh, where is it? I don't see it. Let me see. Y'all would think that I would have used this more often, but I haven't. I felt so lousy. And today's actually the first day that I feel good. I still can't eat or anything, but I do feel good. Where is the how do you find the videos on this thing? Lord, I can't even find the videos. I swear I hate technology. Phone calls from prison. Let's see what y'all got on here. Did anybody listen? Well, I know everybody probably listened to this call, but me, the one that Nesto did, where he was the classic man. Have y'all heard that song before? That's a song by that fine. What's his name? Jediah. Oh, I just love looking at that man. I don't particularly go for men with red hair, but that's a good looking man. And Nesto said he's gonna come out of jail, I guess, playing that song. How on earth? Why can't I find these? Can I find these calls? Let me see. Nesto. Phone calls from prison. Nesto. Yep. Jedi. I don't know if it's pronounced Jediah or Janiyah. I always refer to say Jediah. That's what I always say. But he's a handsome man. How do you make these darn how do you find the darn phone calls? I'm on her thing. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. It's hot in here too. Phone calls from prison. Back out of that. Now this doesn't Janaya. I don't know. The man is nice to look at though. I do know that much. Thank goodness the air is coming on. Sharing platform. Y'all know Oprah Winfrey, she's a hater. She blocked my live that I did last week, the last live I did. Oprah blocked it. So she Oprah said I better stop using her content. Oh my gosh. Isn't that that's messed up though? I mean, come on, Oprah. You're a billionaire. I mean, you can't people can't use your content. And then I had another video that was monetized and everything that's been on there for weeks, and they just came back and told me today that they were demonetizing it because of copyright, but the person who owns the footage I used allows people to use the footage, but they won't monetize it. So I don't care about that. I just don't like Oprah. I mean, like they completely like tore my life up and said, "No way, no how."
Switch to Chrome to protect yourself from malware, so you can surf without getting phished. Fast,
That's
safe,
another thing I don't know
yours.
how to do is turn this darn thing
There's
down.
no place like Chrome. Get Chrome for Windows.
And I don't have YouTube Premium, so commercials are gonna come through.
You don't got beef? What are you talking about? Don't be a hater. I like beef. I like that. Yeah, classic, man. That's it.
Well, that just cracked me up. I guess that's all you can get away with on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna do that podcast that spray. They ain't doing that. Yeah. Get some sponsors. Yeah.
I don't know who that they think would sponsor him
They ain't doing that.
on a podcast. I mean, his
Yeah.
he just doesn't speak clear enough for all that. Has everybody gotten through all of the text messages, like all 211? Because I haven't. I've just been sitting up binge watching. What's it called? Criminal Minds. I started binge watching that, and that's all I've been doing. I started to do a video this evening, but
I love you because you listen. You remember everything that I don't even think you even pay attention to. I love you before you went away, so you know what I'm saying? At that April, last year, April.
isn't it funny though hearing about their love story that they're just friends, and all through the text, all you constantly see is Sonia trying to I don't know, profess her love for him and stuff, but yet they're just friends. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense.
Remember I told you don't come back over, you did? And I was like, I'm not trying to fall in love with you. And you showed up anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But he's really trying to fight it. Yeah, he's trying to fight it. But thanks me for that.
I also wonder, did Nesto really I know like he called Sonia every morning and stuff while she was in the hospital, but I wonder, did he really care and just do all the things that she's saying, or is it like false memories? You know how sometimes you can develop false memories of situations or things like that that happen. I often wonder, is that what is going on with her, like a false memory of their relationship before he went to jail, because the things that she says and the things that even he says he's done for her, they just don't sound like him to me.
What is the love part? You ain't tell me that part. I'm trying to figure out what is.
I want to say it's
what does love mean? I'm trying to figure that part out. Because you heard your ex-boyfriend. You told him, I love you too. I love you.
Okay, so that's a different love. That's a friend love. That's I love as a person love.
Oh, that's a hard.
That's a different love. That's why I was telling you when you would tell me all that love. I'm like, yeah, you love me like my boy type love. You know what I'm saying? There's three different loves. You have family love. You love a person because they're family to you. It's just, like kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Victor the Veil, I do feel like he is a love bomber type of guy. He does he seems to say the right things at the right time, seems like, but I don't think in a long-term sense he can keep up with what he's saying. And when I say keep up, I don't mean remember. I'm just saying I think he can start the con and work the con, but long term wise, he can't keep the con going.
Even though it's just like family love. Then you have, I love you as a person, but I'm not in love with you. And then you have a person, then you have in love. So you can like a person and you can love a person and not like them.
Oh, okay. So what I'm trying to figure out which one is this? Because that love is it's a hard word, but that's a hard word. And people spell it wrong.
And it's funny how like he wasn't like initially trying to be in love with her, looking back on earlier calls up to now, when he doesn't have anybody but her. Now all of a sudden he's so in love and grateful for her, when he wasn't really, when he thought he was going to be getting out and going back to his wife, he wasn't as is in love with her as he seems to be now, that he knows he's not going anywhere and she's all he's got. Hey, worldwide collaborations.
Yeah, but they throw it around like it's some sunflower seeds or something. Chew it up.
No, I don't know that. Because it's not that. Because it's only like outside of my family, it's only like 3 people that I talk to in my life. Four people. So I don't throw it around because it's only you are talking every day, and I love my 2 best friends, Heidi and Yvette. And they're like family because they've been around since 7th grade, so they're kind of like family now. So they don't count. That's family love.
Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead. I want you to come on. I'm trying to get it clear.
Come on, get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it clear, understand what does that mean.
So I think that the best way to say it is because
Why does she always have to like specify to him what she means? I mean, he can't figure it out. But meanwhile, like if he says something to her, it's almost like reading between the lines. And I guess that's probably because he doesn't want to get caught or pinned down to anything. But it's just always the never ending circle with him. He can't give you a solid answer on anything as it pertains to matters of the heart.
it was like a perfect situation in a sense because it was like no pressure, but it was not something it was unexpected. That's the best way I say. It was very unexpected because remember we agreed in the beginning
You
to
They talk three. Okay, he went to jail in 2022 of July. They talk after she found him. They talk between 3 to 5 times a day. This call is from June the 13th, 2023. Why is this conversation always being had about feelings? I mean, after what, if I'm with somebody for over a year and I'm still having to go back over how I feel and my love and all of these things, it's just not worth it.
I'm trying to figure out what is true, what is love for you. I mean, have you ever? I'm trying to get that true understanding. What does that mean?
That is a good question because I don't fall like for I always have a wall up. And I kinda like when right. So I just yeah.
Yeah, well, come on, because you keep cutting around. You're trying to get just
I don't know. Let me tell you. This is what's so weird about this situation because I put myself in this position where I always, like I was telling you the last time, last May, May, that it was like, no pressure, what you got going on. Cause,
No pressure and your situation and what you got going on, and I know that we're always going to just be good friends. We're never going to be more. Well, Sonia, now you have them all to yourself.
in my head, I was just always thinking, I'm just going to be single. I'm not going to be in a relationship. And then it's kind of like, then I started questioning, is that really what I want? Really, I tell myself so that I should just be content and not be stressed or pressured. I don't know. You got me.
yeah, that's what I know. Because I'm trying to get still trying to get to understanding. You're cutting around the corner. I'm just trying to figure what does that feel like. Why are you laughing so much?
Okay, so look, you know what it feels like? It feels very new to me. It feels very new. Only because, no, it's not scary. I don't feel like it's scary.
Okay.
But you know what it is because we have such a solid friendship.
Now, you know it's funny. Tomorrow, when I do tomorrow night's live, it's going to be on, um, romance scammers and stuff like this. The funny part about it is that when you see it, you're going to see that these men don't even have to go real hard. Just like Nesto doesn't seem to go real hard.
I know that you would never do something to hurt my feelings. And I know you're not going to lie to me about anything because you don't have to. And it's such a weird
Yes, I said what I said. She does fish for affirmations. She really does.
situation that there's no fakeness, you know? So I feel like it's very different on that level because it was 2 years before, we got to the place. And it was 2 years of always constantly talking. It wasn't like, you talk to somebody here and there type of shit. Like you sometimes and then you won't talk to her for 3, 4, 5 months and you'll say hi and then months will pass. You get me? It's been like ongoing, like an ongoing situation. So it's very first time. Never had it. And that was like first time.
I'm curious with her, as far as relationships. Like, has she ever had like a real one or meaningful one? I know she was married and all that, and I know she has such a bad attitude. So who knows how those relationships went? But I wonder, has she ever like really had a real relationship with somebody who was actually available to her and not somebody who is married or whatever their situation may be.
And then too, I don't know. I guess I think the age thing has a lot to do with it too.
So what's the age thing?
Because this is like the last ride. We go from the this is. Just think about it. In 20 years, what the fuck we gonna be doing? for you. Can you help me up? Can you take me to the bathroom? Can you babysit? We don't do
All right, worldwide collaborations. No, you didn't say she's been thoughting around.
here 20 years. If we're alive.
Okay.
20 years, we're gonna be like, so this is like the last ride. We take advantage of life when we're younger. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes we be like, I might not see 30, but we live like we don't see 400. So it's like some. So it's like it's the fourth quarter, right? Got to do it right. It's got to make sense. Change this doing shit to be wasting time or being safe or just living for the wrong thing. You get me?
Okay.
And then too, our situation was never about money, never about doing a favor. You know what I'm saying? So it was never anything about that. So it's very pure. It's very
That right there is where the lie comes in because we know that their situation has always been about money. She saw him and she thought that he was a man of means, whereas he saw her and I think he believed all and maybe sort of still kind of does believe all the hype that she talked about as far as having businesses and owning this and owning that. So for both of them, if in my opinion, it's always been about nothing but money.
pure.
So that's love to you.
Love is everything. It's not one thing. It's from everything. Would you do anything for me today? If I asked you to do anything for me, could you do it? Would you do it if you could do it? Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
If you could do it, you would do it, right?
I would.
Without even, if I say to you, do me a favor, would you say, what is it, or would you say, okay? What will come first?
I'll say, okay.
Right. And then you'd be like, what you need? That's why I always look at when I always say, do me a favor, and they say, what is it? And I'm like, instead of, yeah, what you
Hey, boss lady 337.
need, ask the person and see what they say. That people don't think of that consciously, but I always look at them when I be like, can you do me a favor? And the person be like, what you need? Like, so it could be a no, you know, depending on what I ask you, which if you know me, I don't pretty much ask a lot, or I'm not ridiculous with, you know.
Okay. Okay. So, how many people that you knew in the past that you showed up 30 years later, 20 years later, and they be like, you look at them like, what the fuck? And then they look at you like, wow. They had their time and moment when y'all was.
Oh,
I can't wait to hear her lie about this.
my exes, man, my other ex told me 3 days Friday. He do that. The one I was in high school with, and then they were like 30 years on and off, and then I finally cut the cord on his hair. I was like, we're done. Like, just, we're not doing nothing else. And then he'll still, like, he'll give it 6 months, he'll pop up and be like, I love you. We'll get married. And I be feeling like, I don't love you. Why would I marry you? You know? And then he'll wait and wait like 4 more months, he'll pop up again and say, let's get married again. I'd be like, why do you keep proposing to me? Out of nothing, like, are you dying?
Now that's love right there.
I said what I said. She does. She does sell herself short. It's the always wanting and needing validation. It's unfortunate that she she feels that way, but she really does have low self-esteem, and that's why she has to keep reiterating. And she likes to hear him constantly compliment her. I mean, because she does have some esteem issues, whether she wants to admit it or not. She does.
Love.
No,
No.
because you know what that is?
No. What is it?
No, you know what that is? He's in Cleveland right now, but he lives in Jacksonville. There's nobody in Florida. It's nobody that's dateable. And he has ran through all the people that he could run through.
Hey, coffee is brewing. I didn't see you come in.
And what he feels like I am is a safety. That's all that shit is. She's a
Everybody,
safety.
everybody
I
wants
know
love.
her wherever. Where he he's living in Jersey, New York, wherever he was at, and he ran through all the freaking women, what I'm saying, that he could probably run through. And now he's a year older than me, but he still like maintains body, all that, nice, right? But I look at him when I see him, I look at him like, ooh, what was I thinking? That's how I look at him. When I look at him, I just be like, ooh, what was I thinking? And he's not. He's very handsome guy, but to me, because of everything, I just look at him like, that was a waste of time, you know. So when he calls, I just be irritated, like, what you want,
Well,
Don't call.
To be so in love with the man who's not even free, that's what I don't get.
I don't know. I think that's a desperation. That's not even. That's not even. I mean, if I was desperate, nah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even do it if I was desperate. Nah, no. Because last time I saw him, it wasn't even no friendship chemistry. I didn't even want. You know what I'm saying? Don't even hug me hello. That's how that was. Not even hug me hello. Yeah, it was like that.
okay.
It was just what's up, like a head nod. Like I do being a head nod. What's up? That. Like I do security guards. What's up?
Oh,
And then you got people that, man, who can't even listen. The two young ones, they always cuz when I see them when I run in.
Yeah, I said what I said. She is a negative Nancy, and that is for sure.
So, but yeah, no. I like to be cool.
Worldwide Collaboration said that he's cheaper than free.
Cool, like the didn't work out, let's be cool. I just say, let the past be dead. And you know what I'm saying? Let's just be like boys. I don't like it when they try to cross the line and try to make it, just because we used to fuck, we could feel like, I hate that. I want to like dead that. Like, just leave it like we just cool. We're not ever going that route ever in life. It's done. And I can look at a person that I could have kicked it with years or whatever and be like, it never happened. Like, what was I thinking? I can look at them like that. Like, and this. I mean, they're an X for a reason. You hear me?
right.
Everybody's an X for a reason. And sometimes we forget why. But
I wonder if he's found guilty, will she still remain in Atlanta, or will she move back to Florida or Cleveland? I mean, will like she stay around for the next 15 to 20 years?
we have to remember there was a reason. So don't fall. You know what I'm saying? Don't even, it's a reason why we're not together. So we're going to leave it at that. You know?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Um, I'm trying to see,
What you trying
I'm
to
trying to see what's going on in your life. That's all.
I'm trying to see that. I'm trying to see what's going on in my life.
I was trying to see what's going on in your life.
I ain't got shit going on. I ain't got shit going on, man. I'm just a piece of trash and a trash can right now.
Oh my God, you never that. So, you know what? No, listen, things don't. I was watching these videos.
Right, I said what I said. She does want to appear that she's intelligent and business savvy, and he is trying to groom and pimp her, but it's just not going to work because he's where he's at, and I just don't see him getting out anytime soon. Worldwide collaboration, stop that. He's on discount Dollar Tree.
Okay, these girls kept talking about, if a guy, this guy was going to ask the girl, she said, would you be with a man that never tells you no and gives you whatever you want, or would you be with a man that tells you no 45% of the time, but he truly loves you? And all the girls picked the one that never said no. Nobody wanted the guy who truly loved them. They all wanted the money, right?
Right.
And that was the dumbest response because one, you can always steal money with a person, but it's hard.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna agree with her on that. I think sometimes as women, we do look for the wrong things. Me personally, I have to have somebody who's gonna every once in a while tell me no, because if not, I'll overdo things. So I do need to be told no, like if I want something, getting it like right away. Because for the most part of my life, I was married before, but I've been single. So it's very easy for me to make the decision to want something and go get it. But when you are in a relationship, I don't think you can do that. I think there needs to be discussions and things going on. It depends on how big you want something. But I just don't think that. I think sometimes, especially if you have someone who's been single for a long time, they forget that you're a team and not separate anymore. So a lot of the things that you used to spur the moment do, you can't necessarily do because you have a partner. So I do agree with her on that.
Hard to find somebody you love or that loves you. And so what if they tell you no 45% of the time? What's the better time to watch the Saturday? For Saturday? Yeah. It's on you. A1 is the bigger theater. Okay, 8 o'clock is fine. Okay.
Wait, what happened? Who is that? I'm not gonna rewind, but who was that?
Not going to watch them.
We're going to see Flash. So we went to the movies last. We went to the movie Saturday to go see. What did we go see?
Yeah.
Whatever it was. He was like, okay, I won't be seeing you for a while because there's no more movies coming out. I'm like, whatever, because we've been going for like the last 3 Saturdays. We've been going to the movies, right? And so he gonna text me after they come on Flash come out Saturday, Friday. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all right. That's all
So
right.
we're gonna go see Flash. Yeah.
You ain't no crackhead. You ain't no. You got bars. I just saw that on the movie I played.
Her son. Why is she just don't care? She be at work on the phone. She has her kids and folks talking in the background while she's on the phone. This is crazy. And well, I don't think she by this time I don't think that the calls were on the YouTube, but just still, I mean that's just it's rude.
I'm sad.
Sure.
On the movie I was watching, the dude didn't know. I told you the movie I just saw. His mom was a crackhead. That's
Oh,
yeah.
right. Oh, that's messed up. No. That's what I don't understand when you have children. The instinct, because I was never one that said I wanted kids, right? When I was little, growing up, I never was like, "Ooh, I want kids." I was like, I don't know. So I ended up, having kids. But the mother in you just kick in. So you would think by nature.
I don't know that I'd have said that. I mean, I know that it's people in life who don't want kids and like they don't have them, but I don't know. That's kind of. I don't think I'd want to hear my mother say that.
That when women have children, which apparently is not in all everybody to be, parents. I get that. 'Cause my daughter's a babysitter, not really a parent. But she's so crazy. But she's somewhat, I don't know.
Right, worldwide collaborations. I agree. I think sometimes women they introduce their children to their men and move them in sooner than what they should. I mean, it's one thing if you're single and you meet somebody and 2 weeks later, you want to pull a Risa Tisa and let them move in and then a month later marry them. Hey, that's okay. But when there's kids involved, you're dealing with other people's lives. And I think that you need to be a little bit more cautious when you do have children.
She's a babysitter. Let's say that. My daughter's a babysitter. And I don't know. I don't get that with kids. I don't get that with people period that have babies. I don't. That's
I'm
their
sorry.
instinct.
I'm sorry I had to get you the drill down, but I was just trying to see what your thoughts was. I mean, there's been a year coming up next month, so I told you next month I'm giving everything to next month to see what's really going on.
And why does he constantly wants her to tell him how he wants her to tell him how she feels, but he just doesn't reciprocate. I mean, maybe a little bit, I guess, but I don't know. It's just creepy to me.
That's gonna hold the phone. I did tell you that, right?
Hold the phone. What your case you talking about?
Yeah, whatever's gonna go on in my life between then last month and next month, I'll be in here a year. And I do
You talking about your life in the streets or your life
in the street. In the street.
Oh, okay, so now what you think? I'm confused.
I said, how can you be confused?
Now, boss lady, you know good and well Sonia's eggs are fried and toasted. She cannot have nobody's baby. And Nesto don't seem, I mean, what? He met his son when he was 13. You don't usually men who are neglectful fathers usually stay that way. They don't change into like really good fathers. So I don't uh, I don't think I heard that call.
I'm talking to you.
So you said something different the other day, but that's okay. I wasn't gonna take it for face value. No, I wasn't gonna take it for face value till you got out.
Let me finish talking. See, don't make me bark you on the top. Don't make me bark.
And go ahead, pop yourself on the top. Go ahead, pop yourself on the top, but go ahead.
Don't bark me on the top because you know let me finish talking. I'm trying to
That's okay.
some whole
So now you're saying, go ahead, that next month, once you get your year in, you're going to.
I'm on something else. I'm on a whole. I ain't talking about that shit's already done.
Hurry up for your time, Brenda. Don't have any questions. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So what I'm saying to you, trying to explain to you, before you cut me off again. Now you can cut me off on the middle of the road and shit. You know. What I'm trying to say to you is that I'm thinking might give me a one of the little.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Mini Coopers, so I can dodge in and out because I do a lot of rides. So I'm just.
This man has been riding around in Rolls Royces, limousines, what are they, F-150s? I mean, he's just been all of the things. Do you really think, I believe, he would get out of jail? Say he got out of jail and started his life all over. Do you really think that this man is going to drive around in a Mini Coupe? He just is not a Mini Coupe man. I don't see it. I'd love to have one, but I don't see him doing it.
Some small, itty bitty stuff.
Uh-huh.
Small, itty bitty stuff. I'm trying to. I love you too. I get it.
No, that's fine. You should start off and stay out the way and do what you need to do to build. You don't have to do flashy.
I'm not gonna do all that anyway. I don't have to do all that. I'm already there. I don't have to do all that. Well, I'm just trying to say. Never mind. I love you too.
I know what you're saying. You backtracking. That's cool.
I'm not backtracking on shit.
So be still. I listen to you, so I already know. You say one thing, but sometimes you unconsciously say things. I listen to every. You listen to things. I listen to every word that come out of your mouth.
Well, what you heard then?
You still got a show in the pond. You got a show in the pond.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Thank goodness that Global Tellink lady is right on time always. Y'all know I'm cheap and I don't have YouTube premium, like I said before, so these commercials come through. Um, I just refuse to pay for that. Did I kick myself out of? Oh, okay. Okay, here I go. Yeah, so that was a delusional phone call from delusional people. You know, we have to do a day in the life of the delusionals. But yeah, you know, I said what I said. She always has an example of something. Excuse me. And he always has an example. He's got an example crime story, and she's always got an example something story. These two, I tell you, you put them together and they are going to be some dangerous people in the free world. Well, I just got on here to play around and see if I could remember how to do this screen sharing stuff, because tomorrow we're going to be doing I think I have some things that I want to say about the text messages and the church lady. And I don't know what the order I'm going to do the live tomorrow, but I am going to say something about her. And then I'm also going to say we're going to be doing romance scammers. I have a documentary that we're going to watch on some holiday love rats. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And until then, well, you know what, boss lady, those text messages, they did have a lot of tea in it, but a lot of it was stuff that we kind of have either already heard or already figured out. And I just want to just go over just the Bible lady, her. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna show, like I said, we're gonna do these holiday love rats and get into that and have a discussion about that. And probably not so much relationships, but it'll lead into like a relationship conversation, especially when you are an older individual looking for companionship. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I really want to start coughing really bad. So I'm going to get off now. I didn't think to use my inhaler before I got on here. So that's what I'll do tomorrow. I just wanted to get a feel for this because I haven't touched this laptop since the last live I did last week. But well, yeah, I said what I said. Those text messages gave us it gave us like confirmation of what we were thinking. And I think we all figured out that she was thirsty. We definitely figured out that part. But yeah, y'all, I will hopefully y'all will be here tomorrow night. I think I'm going to get started like around maybe 10, if not 10, 10:30, but somewhere around that time I'm going to get started tomorrow. And I hope to see you all there. I wanted to order a ice cream cake for my birthday tomorrow, but or actually today because it's after midnight. But I don't think I will because I don't fully have my appetite back yet, and I don't think that I will, enjoy it and dig into it like I really want to. So I might have to put that off for like next week or the week after. But anyway, I hope to see all of you there tomorrow night. The live will be set up and on time. You'll see the live posted, and I will be on time and hopefully organized. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have yourselves a good night.